I don't know if I want to get into this episode. I'm still hurting from episode 9. Episode 8 had me in tears as well. In episode 9, you know, you had a broken arm and then someone just makes the broken arm injury even worse. That's what episode 9 felt like. So, yeah, I'm really nervous getting into this episode. It's Liam Catterson here, and we're watching Angel, episode number 10, which is titled Parting Gifts. I don't even want to talk about... I don't want to talk about the last episode. It was so painful. Wasn't prepared to see Doyle go. And I know on Patreon, a few people gave me bits and details regarding the actor and how tragic his life was, and that he sadly passed away a few years, I think it was after where we're at now in terms of production for Angel. So, yeah, that's really, really heartbreaking. But, yeah, I'm really nervous about how we're going to go into this episode because, of course, we're going to deal with the extended ramifications of Doyle's demise, of his sacrifice. And I'm just really curious. Angel's going to be a bit bummed out, we know that, but Cordy, it seemed like things were moving along, and then Doyle decided that it was best to sacrifice his life in order to save the Lister family. So, yeah, and as well as Angel and everyone else, of course. But yeah, it was a really, really heart-breaking episode last time out. So this is going to be very, very fun emotionally. This is Angel, episode number 10 of Season 1, Parting Gifts. Let's go.
There's one consequence, even by your generous standards. Doyle was my sole contact to the powers that be. Without his visions, I'm fighting blind.
All will soon be made clear. For every door that closes, another opens.
And for everyone that opens...
Whoa! Is that kind of insinuating someone else is gonna get the powers, no worries about it?
Others, but that's the normal, healthy way people deal with loss. I'm not going anywhere, so get used to it. I am staying right here.
At least she's putting her foot down, but I don't think that's what he meant.
Commercial audition. If it wasn't a national, I'd blow it off.
Oh.
I mean, if you don't feel up to it, then don't go. Stay here.
Reverse psychology, very cute. Don't worry. I'm going.
Middle of the day. If you're a vampire, why aren't you in your coffin?
Coffin. I hate that stereotype. You're a demon and you don't know anything about vampires.
Only what I learned from TV.
Vampires don't sleep in coffins. It's a misconception made popular by hack writers and ignorant media. In fact, we can and do move around during the day, as long as we avoid direct sunlight, okay?
We'll go from...
Staying begone is more effective.
Yeah.
I just want to... I just want to hug Cordy right now.
Staying...
Oh, no!
Okay.
She has the visions!
Nice.
Thank you.
We'll let you...
Demon?
He could be. He knows all the haunts and hangouts. Seems like wherever I go, he's just a step or two behind.
The,
it's a miracle that I have eluded him this long.
Piece of toys, buddy?
Gives me a slight advantage at cards, blackjack.
That's how he said
poker. Ooh, it's also good for the fights.
So you're a cheat.
I choose to think of it as going with my strengths. Look, whatever. I'm a demon.
Being
sure,
strategic.
I'm evil. But hey, I'm
by
not,
natural means.
evil.
Okay.
Doyle! I thought our kiss meant something, and instead he used that moment to pass it on to me. Why couldn't it have been mono or herpes?
That's what the...
Cordelia.
I didn't
That's
ask
what
for
the
this
kiss
responsibility,
was.
unlike some people who shall remain lifeless. I don't have anything to atone.
Wesley!
Hello, Angel.
Whoa! Wesley!
Wesley. I'll wager you never thought you'd see me again. To tell you the truth,
Hey,
I hadn't given
buddy!
it a thought one way or the other. What do you... Up. I'm the one asking questions here.
I thought it
and
was
think
like a
only fair to
doppelganger of
warn
Doyle.
you. Any sudden movement, and I'll be forced to... Right? Orders, there was simply no opportunity to function as Watcher. And that's why I became a rogue demon hunter. You're a demon hunter.
Oh my god,
Demon hunter, yes. And I'm on the
this
trail
take
of a
is
particularly
ridiculous
nasty
knowing
bugger
who
right
it
now,
is.
so I suggest you stay out of my way. Easy, Tiger. I think you might be making a mistake. If we're talking about the same demon here, he seems pretty harmless. Some sort of viscous fluid.
Like the one on your shoulder? Ah, look. There's your demon.
You like this? He was half demon. A secret he kept from me for like ever. I guess that's the reason he sometimes smelled weird. You know? You remind me a little of him.
I'll take that as a compliment.
This is a deliberation.
That's him.
What a nice...
Oh my god, no. We know what Cordy's doing, but Wes... Oh my god.
surprise.
Didn't work.
No? Catching him without me by your side.
I had somebody at my side. He's dead now. I'm not gonna let that happen again. I work alone.
You don't even know where to begin to look.
I got a pretty good idea.
Angel. Part of Cordy's closing himself up.
Yes.
But is Wesley gonna stay around? Because if so... It's gonna be the top left. No, I was close though. Oh. Oh.
Hey, do you know where they do the shiatsu massages? We're the only one worthy of such a rare and important gift.
Did I mention the drilling?
I get the impression Doyle didn't have much by way of possessions.
No. No, he didn't.
I mean, he's
Seems
seen
like
a lot
he gave
with
you
Cordy.
the most valuable thing he had. I got the Kungai horn. In a safe place. But listen.
We had it all wrong. It was
I think I
him
just
who
found
was the
something
bad.
even better.
Yeah. The Kung guy was innocent. So it was him initially that Wesley should be hunting.
You don't know anything about me or Doyle.
Oh, I know you let him die.
How?
That is
Fuck
not
you.
true.
No, but it feels true, doesn't it? Mixed in with all the pain and
You have
grief
no
and,
right to say
a
that.
healthy dollop of guilt. A nagging thought that maybe, somehow, you could have saved him. If only you'd been
I
nicer
want to kick him in the
If only
face.
you'd let
I
your
want to kick
walls
him in
down.
his stupid
If only
face.
for- Okay, how? Who's doing this?
No good losing patience. He's dying, and I'm not exactly fluent.
Wait!
Well, who else was?
Oh, a
Who else were you chasing, Wes?
A demon, a creepy little you. It's definitely you. You're in great
Danger?
pain.
What do you want? I'm a fraud. The council was right to sack me.
It's not your fault. You,
Yes,
you
I
want
was
to know
fired.
that
I had
Barney was
two
treacherous.
slayers in my care. One turned evil and now vegetates in a coma. The other's a renegade. Fire me? Surprised I didn't cut my head off.
It's not your fault, Wesley.
And you...
Hey, you know you pay twice that for cataracts. These eyes are flawless even without the stupid vision. Is that the best you can do?
Come on, Cordy.
12,000. I have 12,000 from the gentleman. Do I hear 13? 13. Going for 12,000.
You know what these eyes can do? They can see stuff like danger and evil and
Trying to stall
locations
things,
of
isn't she?
buried treasure.
Decide. 18. 19.
Oh! Sold!
20,000 from the gentleman in the center aisle. Going once, going twice.
30,000.
Sold.
Wolfram and
$30,000
Hart.
to the lovely boy
No
from
way.
Wolfram and Hart. An extra 1,000, or you take it as is.
Pay up or get what you're given.
Go ahead. Alrighty then. Hank.
This is just
Give me a
making me
check.
despise Wolfram and Hart even further.
I want to do it. You know that. I have been begging you.
Hank, you're embarrassing yourself. Hand it over.
We're late. Where's the auction? I'm sorry, we have no auction. Where is it?
It's on the door. Bring it that way.
Wow, he just took no shit whatsoever. That was brilliant.
Let's get out of here.
Follow me.
Oh god. Come on, Wesley. Kick his ass.
You butcher an innocent girl, will you? Crash you within an inch of your life.
Our merchandise was just taken off the market.
Yes, Cordy Queen. You're not a Sith Lord, you're a bitch. So don't go.
This I framed for saving my life. And as a reminder that something of Doyle's is here in our office.
Oh.
Well, best for the wicked fighters. Through storm and rain, heat, famine.
He's trying
Deep,
to get
painful,
Angel to
gnawing
be like,
hunger.
stay with us, buddy.
I go.
Breakfast?
Ooh. I suppose so.
So I thought that was a really good follow-up episode from Hero. It was very emotional at times and very humorous with Wesley's introduction to the show. I'm guessing he's going to be sticking around. He's going to be the new third person, and it's a great way to kind of fill the void with a character that those who've watched Buffy will recognize instantly. So, yeah. Although Doyle is still going to be a very, very sore miss, but who Wesley is and his characteristics, it's perfect for this team, because you want to have a good flowing team in terms of like the formula of the characters. You have Angel, who's very, very broody. You have Cordy and you have Wesley, and I think that's a really, really great trio. Though personally, I would have had Wesley come in like a few episodes later, because I feel like Angel and Cordy, I feel like for a couple of reasons, Angel and Cordy should have had like a couple of episodes on their own. It gives them time to breathe with Doyle's demise, as well as the fact that I feel like with Wesley now potentially being the third member in the team, it would be very, very interesting to see how a two-person dynamic would work. And this would be a very, very good time, because like I said, it gives the characters a chance to breathe. It gives them a chance to go through the grieving process, because otherwise it feels like if it kind of feels like they are grieving and their grieving process has passed and we haven't had the funeral yet. That's what it kind of feels like for me, because we've just instantly gone from, okay, Doyle's dead, here's Wesley. So, yeah, I would have had, like, these characters have the chance to catch their breaths and as well as see how a two-person dynamic would work. Because I feel like this could have the same kind of characteristics as Doctor Who, where you have the Doctor, and you have a number of like companions. It could be the one companion or it could be two companions. And sometimes the one companion can work, but sometimes the two companions could work as well. So it's a nice way of experimenting with these two before you do bring Wesley along. So yeah, although that's just my opinion at the end of the day. It's still great to see Wesley come into this show. Not just that though, but in such a surprise as well, because like I said, I thought the silhouette, or I thought the person hunting what initially was the Kungai demon was the person that Barney said he was being hunted by was some kind of doppelganger, because I saw the outline of the silhouette, and I was kind of panicking, thinking, oh no, is this going to be Doyle? And then it turns out it was Wesley, so I was like, holy shit, you! So, yeah, it was really, really good to catch up to speed of what's been going on with Wesley as well, since he left Sunnydale, being fired by the council, which you don't need them, Wesley. You're better than them. The council, here's something if you guys don't watch Buffy. I hate the council. They can piss off. They are the worst nightmares. They are a bunch of incompetent assholes who mean nothing. So I will take every chance that I get to roast the council whenever. And this is no exception with Wesley. Because Wesley, we love Wesley. We don't love the council. The council can eat shit. So yeah. I just have to insert my typical rant against the council whenever they're mentioned, because they're like the plague, to be fair. If anything, worse. But I haven't uploaded my videos. That's great. I was going to upload my I had a stack ton of videos to upload during Angel, but I didn't upload them because I'm an idiot. So it'll be fine. I've got fast internet. But I digress. Yeah, it was great to see Wesley being, what's been going on with Wesley's life, and him taking on the rogue demon hunter appearance as well. That was very, very comical, because for those who know Wesley, we know he could be a bit of a dork, and we love him, and he was no exception to that in this episode with him not really, him not putting his prowess against Barney in the final fight, but he still helped out, and in a sense, the demon he was hunting, the Kungai demon, it wasn't a false trail, because if he didn't meet the Kungai demon, then if he didn't encounter or chase after the Kungai demon, then the Kungai demon wouldn't be able to give the information that was required to basically save Cordy. So it was, in a sense, it was a false trail, but it was a right trail at the end of the day. So it's both, really, at the end, isn't it? So yeah, but yeah, there was that, of course, twist that the Kungai demon wasn't the evil baddie that we should be stopping. It was Barney. There was that nice little twist that Barney was the bad person. So yeah. And of course, it was a very, very great twist to have as well. Especially because I thought they were going to go with the whole, there's going to be certain characteristics of Doyle that's going to be infused with Barney, especially with the interactions with Cordy, the demon, and the ability to possess a certain power. Yeah, all these there was these certain characteristics that resonated, and it's an episode after Doyle's demise, so it's kind of like that salt on the wound thing, isn't it? Oh, you're going to bring remnants of Doyle, aren't you? To just hurt us, and yeah, but Doyle's not a bad egg. Barney is, and yeah, this whole nice act that he presented Angel and Cordia with was just a ruse, because he wanted to sell Cordy off in an auction, which it was a very, very interesting motivation, wasn't it? Why he wanted all these the horn of the Kungai. as well as everything else that he was selling off. And Cordy, it was for an auction, but it makes sense. Like, there's going to be some demons who are going to be completely greedy, and there's these like special abilities that certain people have, and it's like, oh, this is going to really reel in those who are so desperate, and I can make a bit of money from this. So yeah, everybody wins, apart from those who are being sold off, of course, because yeah, like, Barney has seemingly had a history of mutilation, and that showed with him willing to take Cordy's eyes. So yeah, but it was a very, very great plot that even included Wolfram and Hart as well, which we haven't seen them, I think, since episode 6. So it was about time that they, and as we approach the halfway point of the season, I'm expecting there's going to be a bit more development there with them being associated around demons. So I'm excited to see their plot ramp up, but it was pretty interesting to see them. But yeah, Cordy getting the visions from Doyle was also something that was a complete surprise in this episode. Especially with the kiss, because we thought, okay, it's that kiss that, like, it's that one and only kiss, that romantic kiss. I mean, it's still going to be romantic, but it has more meaning, of course, with the transference of the clairvoyancy that Doyle had. And I'm assuming the powers that be allowed him to have that transfer because they knew that Doyle was not going to come back from what he was about to do. Whereas when Cordy tried, her life isn't in danger, it's just that she wanted rid of these powers. So that's why it didn't work for Cordy. But yeah, I really, really loved not just the fact that why there's a reason why Doyle gave Cordy his powers, but also there's a kind of a parallel to Buffy as well, where her like Slayer, like her being a Slayer, it wasn't chosen. She was given, she was just not plucked out, wasn't she? She didn't choose to be the Slayer, but she has molded who she is. Like she's molded that Slayerness in her, and I'm wondering, like, we're gonna see, I'm sure, the same thing with Cordy, but there's a kind of a parallel to Buffy and Cordy there. Which is funny because I said, like, Cordy, like, in the Homecoming episode, I said that Cordy would make I think Cordy would make a very, very interesting Slayer. And now she's on a similar path of Buffy, where her path wasn't, like, she didn't choose to become this person who can have this clairvoyancy go around in her head. So yeah, but there's a beautiful meaning there with Doyle seeing Cordy as the most important person that he has right now, and a character like Doyle who doesn't have that much in terms of possessions. His clairvoyancy was very, very important to him, and as well as the whole mantra of being a hero. He didn't want to let that go. He knew he was not going to be around for the dark days to come, and he wants someone that he can trust so much to kind of carry on his legacy, and he's found that with Cordy. So yeah, I really liked. I kind of like that way that Doyle has given Cordy like his legacy. So that's really, really great stuff. But yeah, it was a really, really good episode with some nice surprises that really stunned me. Like Barney, like I said, that was a great twist. Cordy, Wesley coming onto the scene. There were some very, very fun moments as well. Like I loved Angel's pissed off expression about the stereotypes of vampires. Like, you could really see he was absolutely livid about the fact. Like, he even said, "Oh, hack writers always do this." It was very, very fun stuff to see, like how offended he was there. But there was some very emotional moments as well, like with Cordy reflecting on Doyle, like when Barney was asking what was Doyle like. I thought that was nice stuff for Cordy to memorize Doyle. as well as the drawing of Cordy's first clairvoyancy with the grey, ugly blob thing, as she described it. But yeah, I really liked how they opened the episode with Cordy clinging onto something that would memorialize, should I say, Doyle. She couldn't find anything at the moment, but she did at the end of the episode, and it was very heartbreaking to see her crack during her audition. I just wanted to give her a hug, which shows how far she's really come. Like season 1 of Buffy, I wouldn't have wanted to hug Cordy, but now I want to protect her, and it's heartbreaking to see her just so broken with. I mean, the choice of wording for the audition was really it was a stake in the heart, but of course they weren't to know, so you can't blame the audition people for being insensitive. They weren't to know that a half demon is just that loved Cordy sacrificed his life. So yeah, but Oracle's returning as well to give Angel the message. Okay, that was weird. Computer just being weird, but yeah, then returning to give the message that okay, we're gonna have another clairvoyance person come around was great stuff. And I loved how Angel was trying to do his best to bring Doyle back, of course, with the dark days to come in the future. Not going to slow down with Doyle's absence, so yeah, but it was also heartbreaking to see Angel kind of shut himself away because Wesley wanted to tag along with him, but Angel reeling, going to Cordy's wording, Cordy says, you push people away. When he was trying to relieve Cordy, I think he was genuinely looking out for Cordy and wanted her to grieve on her own. So yeah, but you saw that bit where Angel feels a lot of guilt about Doyle's demise, and he doesn't want anyone else to suffer a similar fate. So you do feel your heart does break for Angel, of course, because he just wasn't it's not like Doyle was one of Angel's it's not like he was troop number 576. He was a close friend, Doyle was to Angel. So yeah, but it was it was great going into the emotional it was great going into the emotional process of the characters, them going through their grief and them coming to acceptance, Cordy coming to accept what she was given. And I guess moving on, now we've got Wesley here. So, yeah, like I said, personally, I would have loved to have seen Wesley come along in a few episodes later, but I think it, in an episode wrapped up in one, where you have an episode where we are allowed to grieve, allowed to accept, and allowed to move on, it's not so bad. But like I said, I think it would have been very interesting to see the two-person dynamic. But yeah, it's going to be very interesting as well to see things moving on here. But like I said, I think it will be a very interesting dynamic with Cordy, Angel, and Wesley, because I think they have some very interesting characteristics, especially Angel, since he's evolved. Since Angel has started, he's evolved into a more enjoyable character. But it will be very interesting to see how Cordy's powers do, how her as a character develops now that she's got these powers. Wesley and how he's integrated into the team. Wolfram and Hart as well, because, like I said, they're going to have a lot more exposure as we come into the second half of Angel. So, yeah, but I thought this was a great episode. A great follow-up from, we had some very standout moments with I Will Remember You and Hero. But I think this was a great follow-up to... this was a nice follow-up to Hero, and I thought this was written so well. So, yeah, it was a brilliant plot. with some brilliant motivations from Barney. Like I said, I thought the whole auction thing was very, very appropriate, especially regarding greed and his characteristics as well, because he was a very, very I felt like he had that kind of charm with his character before the whole curtain unveiled. So yeah, but it was a really, really solid episode. A nice solid follow up from Hero. I'm excited to see where the future goes from here. So yeah, so that was Angel episode number 10 as we go on to episode 11. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!